In today's video, we're taking a look at how to replace your lawnmower's oil easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and it's the season for grass cutting. It's the greatest season of all time, says no one. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. The first thing that you want to verify is that you have the correct lawnmower. And when the project's done, the second thing that you want to verify is that you cut the correct grass and not the neighbors. Now that we got the important disclaimers out the way, we're ready to start. Always remember that having a helper goes a long way. The first thing that we want to do is set our lawnmower on a flat, secure surface. Always remember to use your knees because your back is going to thank you for that later. The next thing that we want to locate is our dipstick. And no, not that X. Sometimes it's the color yellow, orange, or red, or it has the word oil on it. You can always verify your owner's manual for location. And we want to use this measuring device to verify the level of the oil, the consistency of the oil, and even the color of the oil. You can always verify with your owner's manual for correct levels, colors, consistency, but most of the time you're going to see two markings. The bottom one is for low and the top one for normal or high. Anything out of those ranges, like under low, means there's very little oil or none at all. Above the high, it means your machine has too much oil. We're usually looking for the oil to resemble a very light, syrupy caramel color. If you notice your oil is thick and dark, almost black or black, it may mean that it's a time to change the oil. If you notice your oil is a good color and maybe it's just missing a little bit, just topping it off with a little extra is the way to go. And to check the levels of the oil, you don't have to screw in the cap. Usually just by inserting it, leaving it for half a second and taking it out, you should get a good reading. Remember always to start with a clean slate. So cleaning your the dipstick first is the way to go. But let's say you already ran the machine for the hours according to the owner's manual that it needs to be changed, or you're just starting the new season and you want to start with a new oil. The first thing that you want to do is remove the old oil, and we're going to show two ways on how to do that. The first one and easiest way is using a liquid pump remover. You can get this in a manual form or electric. We'll leave links in the description. So basically, like the name states, we're just going to suck up the oil. It's going to work like a reverse engineer injection, or the patient is going to thank you for the sculpting. As you can tell, the oil is coming very dark, and you want to do this until you see no oil on the reservoir. Now comes the second way to remove the oil, and sometimes you want to do this in conjunction with the first one just to make sure that you don't have any oil on the system. We're going to flip our machine, having our air filter facing up and our oil reservoir facing down. In some machines this might be inverted, so you always want to verify with your owner's manual for correct positioning before tilting your machine over. Also, in some cases you do have to remove the gas before doing this. In this lawnmower series, we're going to show how to remove the gas, also replacing the spark plug on the lawnmower, as well as cleaning it, adjusting the size of the gap of the spark plug. And those videos are going to form part of the series in the next few weeks. Now, just like before, we're going to take off the oil cap, place the oil pan right under it, and make sure that we don't get oil anywhere else, because the last thing you want is to have two jobs on one table and having your helper or Watson look at you as an amateur. But don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we believe in you. We know you're the best. Once we notice all the oil has been removed, we can go ahead and clean off any drips around the machine. As you can see, it looks more like a bubbly drink than oil. Always remember to dispose of this oil according to your city, state, or country's regulations, rules, and laws. In many cases, you can take it to the parts store and they can recycle it for you. Now comes the moment of truth. Depending on your machine, the type of oil it's going to need. In this case, this machine can take 10W30 or SAE 30W. In some cases, you need a 2-cycle oil, a 4-cycle, 2 strokes, 4 strokes. So that's why always verifying with your owner's manual or the interwebs is the way to go. And now that this got R-rated, we're ready to pour our oil. And we want to do this in batches. You You can also verify with your owner's manual for exact quantities that your particular lawnmower needs. And we do this in small batches because we don't want to overfill the oil tank or reservoir or place where you place oil. So taking your the dipstick after every pour and verifying the levels is the way to go. And to check the levels of the oil, you don't have to screw in the cap. Usually just by inserting it, leaving it for half a second and taking it out, you should get a good reading. Remember always to start with a clean slate. So cleaning your the dipstick first is the way to go. And now you've done it. You become an oil master, oiling machine, nighttime lubricant, Lord of the Rings. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.